That 1 second, that's all it takes. A foot slips on a patch of morning dew, a tool left in the wrong spot, a sudden gust of wind 200 feet in the air. In that single heart-stopping second, everything changes. Your world tilts, the sky and the ground switch places. And gravity, your silent partner all day, becomes your worst enemy. We've all felt that jolt, that momentary loss of balance. But for the men and women working at height, that jolt can be the beginning of a life-altering fall. A fall that brings pain, that takes away your ability to work, to provide for your family, or worse. It's easy to get complacent. You climb the same ladder every day. You walk across the same steel beam. You've done it 1,000 times and nothing has ever happened. The first step to winning any fight is knowing your enemy. On a work site, the enemy can be anything that creates a fall hazard, and sometimes it's hiding in plain sight. Let's start with the obvious ones. Wet surfaces, muddy surfaces, icy surfaces, poor lighting in stairwells or unfinished areas, a stray piece of rebar, or a change in elevation you can't see. These are the basics. Look for them the moment you step on site. Clutter is another major enemy. A work site should be organized, not an obstacle course. Then you have the big-ticket items. Ladders, set at the wrong angle, not secured at the top and bottom, on an unstable or uneven surface, scaffolds, missing guardrails, incomplete planking, not properly braced, and don't forget the edges, unprotected leading edges, holes for skylights, open manholes. These aren't just risks, they are active threats. Cell tower work raises the stakes. You're not just working at height, you are the height. Climbing hundreds of feet, exposed to wind, rain, ice, sun-heated steel, while carrying tools. The hazard isn't just the fall, it's what causes it. A drop tool, a snagged lanyard, fatigue, pressure to rush. When we talk about staying safe at height, we use two key terms: fall protection and fall arrest. They sound similar, but they do very different jobs, and knowing the difference is crucial. Think of fall protection as a barrier, a fence. The goal is to prevent you from ever falling. Guardrails, toe boards, and covers for holes eliminate the hazard completely. A fall restraint system is another kind of protection. Your lanyard is short enough to keep you from reaching the edge. It's a leash that keeps you in the safe zone. Fall arrest is reactive. It doesn't stop you from falling. It catches you if you do. A proper arrest system needs a strong anchor, a full-body harness to distribute forces, and a connector like a shock-absorbing lanyard or a self-retracting lifeline to decelerate the fall. An arrest isn't a gentle ride. The stop can injure you. Worse, suspension trauma can set in within minutes if you hang motionless. That's why every arrest system is incomplete without a prompt rescue plan. Protection is always better than arrest, but when you need it, your arrest system better be ready. A fall is any time you slip, trip, or drop from one level to another. A 20-foot roof, a 6-foot scaffold, a 300-foot tower, or a hole in a floor. Everyone is serious, and everyone can be prevented. We're going to break down your hazards, your lifeline equipment, a real tower case, and the rules from OSHA and Cal OSHA that keep you alive. This is about strength, knowledge, and going home safe. Let's get to work. Your PPE is the last line between you and the ground. It's a life-saving device and deserves full attention. Harnesses distribute fall forces to the pelvis, chest, and shoulders, not your stomach. Old body belts are illegal for fall arrest. Fit matters. Too loose, you could slip out. Too tight, you cut circulation and can't work. Connectors, lanyards, and SRLs. Shock-absorbing lanyards tear or stretch to soften the stop. SRLs lock like a seatbelt to limit fall distance. Choose the right connector for the clearance. A 6-foot lanyard can be useless at 10 feet. Anchors fail most often. They must support at least 5,000 pounds per person or be engineered with a safety factor of 2. Never guess. Use designated, certified, or properly evaluated anchor points. Before every use, inspect webbing for cuts, burns, frays, chemical damage, stitching intact, buckles and connectors smooth, D-rings free of cracks, distortion, corrosion. If anything's wrong, tag it out immediately. Your life is worth the 5 minutes. Gear is useless without training. It's continuous and hands-on, led by a qualified person. Workers must understand hazards in their environment and how to fix them. Train on selecting, inspecting, and wearing harnesses, connector types, calculating clearance, and choosing proper anchors. If someone falls, you need a rescue plan before work starts. Who's on the team, what gear, how you'll reach the victim, because suspension trauma can set in within minutes. Drill it. A practiced, simple plan brings order to chaos. Rules can feel like they slow you down, but OSHA's fall protection standards are written in the blood of workers who fell. No 29 CFR 1926. Subpart M. 6-foot trigger height. At 6 feet or more with an unprotected side or edge, your employer must provide fall protection. That can be guardrails, safety nets, or a personal fall arrest system. In California, follow the stricter rule. Cal OSHA. Title 8, sections like Paragraph 1670 for personal fall arrest and Paragraph 3210 for guardrails often go further, including leading edge and tower guidance. 29 CFR 1926-503 requires training so workers recognize hazards and know the procedures to minimize them, with records kept. A real case, an experienced tech repairing an antenna 150 feet up. He had the right gear and clipped as he climbed. At the work spot, he tied off properly. Then to move a few feet, he unhooked his only connection. For a moment, he was 100% untethered. His foot slipped. He fell. A lower bracket broke the fall, but the impact was devastating. Contributing factors, complacency, pressure to hurry, and breaking the cardinal rule. Lesson: 100% tie off 100% of the time. Use dual leg lanyards and leapfrog. Click on, then click off. Never the other way around. Do better. Plan the job. Identify hazards. Confirm anchors. Review the rescue plan. Inspect gear. Use restraint when possible. Arrest when needed. Train and retrain. And empower stop work authority. Falls are the leading cause of death on construction sites. The statistics don't lie. These aren't just numbers. They are fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters who didn't go home. We look the danger in the eye and show it respect, so we can beat it. Protect yourself and the person next to you. Recognize hazards in real time and fix them before they become problems. If you feel unsafe, rushed, or the gear seems wrong, you have the right and responsibility to say, "Stop." That's the mindset of a professional. One safe step saves a life. Make safety the rule, not the exception. When your shift is over, walk off that site safe and sound and go home to the people waiting for you. Let's get to work, and let's get home. Stay clipped. Stay alive. OSHA 29 CFR 1926, Subpart M and 1926.503. Cal OSHA Title 8, Par 16670 and Par 3210. Follow the stricter rule. Train, inspect, rescue.